welcome to the Friday morning warm-up, number 18. And later on, we'll be playing the C major pentatonic scale for the concert players, D for the tenor saxes, and A for the altos. Last week, we did what's called the 3-2 son clave, which is a fancy name for a clapping pattern, well, a rhythmic pattern, which is played in an awful lot of music. It sort of comes from Cuba originally and Africa before that. We did it in 4/4 time. We're now going to do it in 2/2 time, which doesn't make a lot of difference to the actual clapping, except that your feet are now going to be going in 2/2. If you can get your feet to do this. By the way, if anyone has difficulty clapping this rhythm, because it might be new to you, just forget about the feet. Coordinating the feet and the hands is quite a thing. But if you can do the clapping, try getting your feet coordinated as well. So last time we did it with quite a rapid left, right, left, right. So this time we're just going to slow it down a little bit. So for those of you going to use your feet, just left, right, left, right, left. Just tap it on the floor, or get up and stand up if you want. But just tap your feet, left, right, left, right. Now the actual rhythm now is going to be twice as quick, or a little bit quicker anyway. So just wait for me to start clapping and then join in. Last one. Here we go. Right. Well, that focuses the mind, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the 3/2 clave in 2/2. And you will find a lot of Latin American music is actually written in 2/2 rather than 4/4. Okay, so let's move on from there. Let's get back to the instruments, and I'll take that off the screen for now. Yes, don't need that now. And we'll, what we'll do first of all is just warm up the instruments, and we'll do some long notes for wind instruments, and some rapid tremolo perhaps for guitarists and others, whatever your instrument needs in order to warm yourself up. You probably have your own warm-up regimes when you're starting to practice anyway. So we'll start with the note concert C. So you play your appropriate note or harmony note, and warm yourselves up, or warm your instrument up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a breath now and again, wind instruments. One, two, three, and rest. Okay. Okay, Okay, let's move on now. So we're going to do the chromatic scale, and we'll do it in starting on C, from C up to C. And let me just put the metronome on for this one. So 80 beats a minute if it's something you want to practice again later. Okay, so we're going to do the C chromatic scale from low C to high C. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to the beginning, starting on the C. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One of those scales that's easier on some instruments than others. If you really have to think about every note you're playing, I can imagine that's quite tricky. So we'll do the descending scale now. So starting on the high C, all through the semitones down to the low one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 2, 3, 4. One more time, go. And now we're going to go from low C to high C, straight back down again without repeating the top note, and finish on the low C. So up the mountain and down the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. And again, 2, 3, 4. And for the last time, 1, 2, 3, 4. And down. Okay, folks, that's the chromatic scale. We've now played every note we can, and we're now going to move on to the little rhythmic phrases on the sheet. So if you'd like to put your sheet in front of you, or you can just follow what's on the screen. I've got the concert instrument on the screen in front of you. I hope you can see that. And we're just going to work our way across the top of the page. I just realised we have got 1 or 2 new people in the session, so I ought to make sure I explain everything that's going on. Okay, what we're going to do first of all is play just that first bar. And it's I'm just going to play that first bar looped at 80 beats a minute. And if you want to pick up the rhythm, by all means, listen to me first. And here we go, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, That's bar number 1. Let's move on to bar number 2. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll pair up bars 1 and 2 and just play that pair and then loop that. So after 4, bars 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're the first 2 bars. Let's move on to bar 3 now. And I'm not sure if you can read that. It doesn't come out particularly well, but there's 3 pairs of tied notes in there, in case you were looking at this beforehand, wondering what was going on. It's just the software I'm using isn't very good at showing tied notes. But anyway, I'll play it, and then you join in. Here we go. Just bar 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay, that's bar number 3. Some plenty of semi-quavers in that one. Let's go on to bar number 4 now. I don't know if anyone's actually tried this before, and I'm sure you haven't sat there working it out, but did anyone recognize it, is my question. You will recognize it when you hear this pattern. Right, let's play bar number 4. Let me recognize it first of all. Yep, okay, I think I know it. Here we go. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. I'm sure some of you are putting a football team name on at the end of that particular phrase. That was, of course, one of the football clapping or chanting rhythms. Okay, let's put bars 3 and 4 together. I imagine that 4th one must be quite tricky on certain instruments, depending on your experience. But let's put bars 3 and 4 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. we're not going to stick all four together because we've got a few other things to do before the end of the session at 1:45. But nevertheless, you can try that at home. Let's move on now to the scale of the week. And C major pentatonic scale. I was just saying before we did this, there's an awful lot of scales and an awful lot of different notes we could start these scales on, so it could go on forever, this session. The pentatonic scale. Pentatonic is a 5-note scale. We're doing the major pentatonic scale. I know a lot of guitarists like the minor pentatonic scale for various reasons, but we're doing the pentatonic, a major pentatonic scale, starting on concert C. And now I've written this first rhythm out in a way that you will recognize. And so I'll play it, and you'll recognize this as the riff from a well-known song. So just the first bar, and we'll loop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. So that's the riff from My Girl, not My Guy, My Girl by the Temptations. Okay, we're going to play the second riff now, descending. So just do it. Just play it once in the descending. So I've used the same rhythm, but the notes are descending. So just going to play it once first of all. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Last time. 2, 3. Okay, good. And what we'll do now then is we'll play but the first and the second bar, one after the other. And oh, thank you, Tony. Tony says it's also the start of Someone to Watch Over You. That's a lovely song, and I'll go and listen to that afterwards. Yes, couldn't think of anything else for the melody, so just play the scale. We're going to do bars, the first and second, which is bar 5 and 6 on your sheet. I'll loop those two pentatonic scale bars, one after the other. So bars 1 and 2 on the screen anyway, are looped. Here we go. Up the screen, up the scale and down again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the sound of the major pentatonic scale. So, okay, we're going to now move on to the next 2 bars on the sheet. So this is bars 7 and 8, the actual numbered bars. And this is based on the major pentatonic scale, although it's got the second note missing. But it's a very familiar riff or bass line or guitar line or horn line for used in rock and roll. So you'll clearly recognize this when you hear it. If it's quite quick because it's all in quavers, simply play the one note, just play them as as crotchets, and rather than going da 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 da, just go da da da. So you're still following the pattern, but you're just only playing one note at a time rather than two. So, okay, we're just going to do it once, first of all, just so people can get familiar with the notes. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, everybody recognizes that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this time what we'll do is we'll just loop it. So bars 7 and 8, those two, the rock and roll riff, just looped. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that one more time. After 1, 2, da 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 ba 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 da ba da ba da. Yes, it's also sometimes known as the major 6 scale because it's got a 6th in it in this scale. So you might see it called that sometimes, but or major 6 pentatonic scale. Right, good. Let's move on to the next one, and this is just a little bit more straightforward in terms of speed, but the intervals vary because we're just working our way up the major pentatonic scale, starting on ever increasing first notes. So we're using the notes from the scale, 3 notes at a time, just gradually going up. Think of it that way, or think of it as just what's written on the screen and play that. So we'll just play the top line first of all. So the ascending one, the 4 bars. So just the 4 bars, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all the way from the low C to the high C. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go into the last line, the last 4 bars on the sheet, and we'll do the descending pattern. 3 note cells after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 bars again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just for the sake of completeness, we'll do all 8 bars. So the 4 bars of the ascending, 3 note cells, then 4 bars of the descending. So all 8 bars, and we'll do it twice. So we'll loop that twice. So 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next line. Back to the first one. Last bar. And that's the C major pentatonic scale. Okay, we're going to now just finish off the warm-up session, as always, with a little strum for the guitars and piano. Well, you don't strum a piano, do you? But chords for the pianos and guitars. And oops, got that. Sorry, I've just pressed that button and revealed you all. Let's go back to the screen and find the chords. Yes. Here they are. Okay, it's just a little 8-bar sequence. Hopefully you can all see that. I've got the top one is the concert one for the guitars and pianos, violins and flutes. And then the rest, you can follow the chords. As always, as I say, at this point, you've got an option to play the chords, play the arpeggios, or just play chord tones, or just play root notes of each chord. Or it's quite fun to improvise over it. It's just a way of relaxing and finishing the session. Now, you might think, oh, we're suddenly in the key of F, which is correct. We've been doing C major pentatonic. However, C major pentatonic is a good scale for improvising over F major key chord progressions. So you can try that if you like. It's got a different sound to if you played an F major pentatonic scale. So if you want to improvise, use the scale that we've just been playing, and you can do that over my strumming. Or do one of the other things I spoke about. Right, okay, let's get going. Just going to strum around a few times before we finish. So nice and gentle sort of strumming, and bass line, of course, from the bass players. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. B flat. Back to C, and back to the beginning, and back to the beginning for the last time. Pentatonic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes today's warm-up. So I hope you're not too warm because it's extra warm outside, but have a lovely day and the rest of the weekend. I'll be back next Friday, as always, and so please come along to that. It's great to see so many of you coming along each time. And I'm going to go away and watch the video and do it now all on the trumpet. So
Right.
see what it's like for you.
Best of luck, Dave. Thank you very much.
Okay, one sec. Freddie Freeloader's Jazz Jam is on this Sunday. So if you want to join in with that, jamming along to 10 tunes, just let us know.
Yeah.
I think some of you will already be there anyway.